I'm Vigilante1X, joined by...
SlayerX64R.
There we go. Today, we're going to introduce our review of Diablo 1. I'll let Slayer go first, because at this tribunal, I shall play the part of Simon Cowell. Now go, Dylan.
Alright, well, the game consists of three character classes, the Warrior, Rogue, and Sorcerer. The Warrior is particularly adept at close combat, has a lot of hit points, but lacks any magical power. The Rogue is a jack of all trades, but her main weapon is the bow, and she is particularly deadly with it. Then there's the most overpowered character, the
Yay.
Sorcerer, who, fuck you, who has, um, uncanny magical ability and is overpowered by the fact that he can use Mana Shield, which converts his mana into life. And also, he has the spell Fireball, which is bugged so that it does excessive damage, more damage than usual, especially on splash damage. Well, not really more damage than usual, but splash damage is broken. And then you start off the game in the town of Tristram, which most of you might recognize from Diablo 2 when you go back and you kill everything, but in Diablo 1 it's an average town. Well, as average as can be any town afflicted by demons. And you are quested with clearing out the demons that have taken up hold in a church at the edge of town. However, beneath that church is a labyrinth, spiraling down and down into the depths of the earth. And at the end of that labyrinth, well, that's for you to find out. Now, Diablo consists of completely random dungeons, and was probably one of the first games of its kind to do so, though I would have to check it, since I'm just doing this off the top of my head. The questing system was also somewhat random, although there were a limited number of quests in the game just due to the simplicity of the game, seeing as it was made in, like, 1995? Yes, 1995. And it came out for both PC and PlayStation, the PC version being better graphical quality, of course. Now, I'll point on gameplay with the character building. Building a character in Diablo it was much more versatile. You had a lot more options. Like, a warrior could learn Fireball, and a sorcerer could use a battle axe, which the current sequels, such as Diablo 2, somewhat lacked, such as a barbarian could not cast Fireball, for example,
There's no
while a
barbarian class.
sorcerer still could use a battle axe, I suppose, if you wanted her to.
There's no barbarian class.
Yes, there is in Diablo 2. I'm talking about Diablo 1, Diablo 2 comparison
Oh,
right now.
okay, keep going.
And as for game difficulty, well, the game was difficult if you did not use your head. Like, you could not just walk into a room and simply expect to get surrounded and still clear out everything. It took a good number of tactics, even with the warrior,
And
to
a lot of
continue
cocaine and
surviving.
Red Bull.
Red Bull's cool too, just don't drink too much of it or it'll fuck you up. But, like, it was all about tactical combat. Like, if you can take enemies on 2 or 3 at a time instead of taking on an entire army, then your chances of survival would be much better. And as for boss difficulty, it was pretty good it was pretty difficult depending on how you played. Most bosses have their own horde which have special abilities, which is something that you usually need to watch out for. And I suppose that's all I really have to say for now off the top of my head. I could probably give a more thorough review with time.
I see. And that was the longest, not quite 5 minutes of my life. My review, it's gay. Yeah, that's the right word, it's gay.
Well, gee, aren't you biased?
Yes, I am. The gameplay, overall, it's quite polished for when it was made. Graphics are pretty cool. And, the quests were good, but I was really young when I played it. Looking back, the quests, the style of the game, was all pretty predictable. I just find that Blizzard doesn't really have that much originality. It's like they just
When
keep...
it comes to Diablo 2, I would agree with you. But Diablo 1 was much more versatile and much more variable than Diablo 2.
I will disagree with you, because Diablo 1 is completely predictable in every single way.
Not particularly. What
Yes.
makes you think such?
The quests don't even have any thought put into them. The only quest that was unique is when that Moon Clan or Flesh Clan or whatever... No, was it him? That wanted you to get the sign back, or was
No.
it... No, it was Ogdrin who wanted you to get the sound
There
back.
was Ogden's sign, which required you to retrieve the sign. There was also
the
Griswold's Edge, which required you to retrieve the Anvil of Fury, the Magic Rock, which required you to retrieve the Magic Rock. There was also Puke Rat, the Unclean, or no, not that one. That's not a quest, sorry. There was also Locked On, where you had to deliver the Golden Elixir to free him from his, demonic form. And then there was Lazarus, which was a fairly well thought out boss battle, if not unique. Pretty cool dungeon. Of course, not to give too many spoilers, but you would not get all of these quests in one game for sure. About the only ones you could really guarantee were Lazarus and the final boss fight, which I will not mention due to spoilers, even though you all probably
Diablo.
already know. Wow, you heard ass.
Yeah, well, considering if the back of the fucking case says, go through a long, arduous blah 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 and fight Diablo. So it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, well, shut up. What if they bought it in the battle chest? Then they won't see that. Or maybe
Yes,
they will. I can't remember.
Fucking read the booklet, it'll say the same thing.
Whatever. Who cares?
Anyway, gameplay, graphics, quests were all right back then, but they're completely predictable. Diablo 2 gave the Diablo franchise that edge it needed.
Doubtful. Diablo 2 nerfed Diablo 1.
Yeah, it did.
In many ways.
In a good way.
No,
Nerfed means
way.
to pwn.
Nerfing is not good.
Nerf means to
Nerfing is
pwn.
never good unless it's to balance a game.
You've never heard of a scruffy nerfer then?
Shh. Diablo 2 was a good game in its own respective, but it was not.
Bitch, I listened to you when you were talking. It's my turn.
It barely even bared a resemblance to its roots.
Honky, shut your mouth. I listened to you when you were talking. It's my turn.
Oh, shut up, honky.
Don't use that word.
Honky too. You're a honky too. You know.
I know I'm a honky. I'm proud
yeah,
of
well,
being
I'm native,
honky.
so.
I'm the honky commander. Now, pay attention. Diablo 2 gave Diablo 1 that much-needed upgrade after so long of Diablo 1 being out, but Diablo 2 came out pretty much right after, so it wasn't really that big of an accomplishment.
Diablo 2 came out in 2001, I do believe. That's 6 years after.
Shut up. Anyway, if and when Diablo 3 ever comes out, it probably won't be a good game, and only hardcore Diablo fans will play it. And I'm saying this because it's taking such a long time to develop that when they finally bring it out, it will be so outdated, graphic and gameplay wise, and
graphics don't matter.
And everything else, that the only people who will play are people like you who are weird and strange.
Actually, I probably won't play Diablo 3 because there's pretty much nothing left to kill unless
Satan.
Satan. About it.
Yep, Satan. Because in Diablo, Mephisto, and Baal or Baal, however the fuck you want to pronounce it, I'm not getting into an argument about that, are the 3 prime evils. But in Diablo, it never specifies that 3 angels fell from hell that were brothers. It doesn't specify Satan falling either. But Diablo keeps a pretty close biblical thing, the first one. And the second story is just a result of what happened before and during the events of the first game. So I'm guessing the only thing left would be Satan. And the Satan with multiple heads is my guess. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't really see how Diablo, Baal, and Mephisto can come back unless every single thing in hell sacrificed itself or found some ancient power. Or maybe shattering the World Stone caused a chain reaction that warped reality and allowed Diablo, Mephisto, and Baal to bring themselves back to life. I don't fucking know. But if you're asking me the only thing that's left, it'd have to be Daddy or, you know, whatever's left in hell that thinks it's tough.
Well, that's at least something to ponder, I suppose.
And with that, I leave you with the thought that Diablo is fake and gay.
And I leave you with the thought that Diablo is a high-quality experience, if old, still stacks
If you
up.
live in 1995 and own a PlayStation 1...
A PC, too.
Then I agree with you.
And it can also be put on your PSP, which makes it a very good portable game.
I still like the second one better.
The second one was a good game in its own respect, but it was a bit Crayola when compared to Diablo 1.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. Next time, we will be... I would stab you through Skype with a pencil. Next time...
You know what? I'm going to say this right now. It's for all those people who are just like that. Diablo 1, you can see Succubus tits. There. Go play the game.
Diablo 2, you get to see Ondario's tits. That'll scar you for life.
They're covered up by, like, gold chain things.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not. Seeing Ondario naked will haunt you for life and cause you to be fucked up in ways you can't imagine.
There you go. Seeing Succubus naked won't.
You're fucked up. Next time... Shut up. Next time we'll be reviewing some Tomb Raider games, which I think will be fun for everyone. Because who can argue with a chick who wears short shorts, a tank top, and carries guns with big boobs? Who can hate a game like that?
I played all the games. I beat them all. I can argue as much as I want.
You haven't played any of the new ones that have come out, so shut your damn mouth.
All the new ones are overrated.
Of course they are. They're
the
actually
only ones that matter
good.
Were the first four games. I played the fifth one. The fifth one was too talky. Didn't like all the talking.
Well, I can see this will be
more puzzle solving. More puzzle solving, less talking.
Well, I can see this will be nice and fucking gay for next time.
Wow, why do you keep using the word gay?
'Cause you're gay.
You're damn right, I'm happy.
To anyone who watches these videos, don't send me hate messages. I'm not homophobic. I use the term gay for stupidity, or that's stupid, that's lame, or that sucks. I don't use the original English definition for happy, and I do not bash people who are, well, gay. Got nothing against them. Love who you want to love. Now that that disclaimer's there, that's all you little bitches get. Until next time, I'm Vigilante1X.
I'm SlayerX64R.
That's what's his nuts. And
fuck you.
Darth Sidious ain't got shit on the kid, and neither do you.